Welcome, everybody, to Rivalz Race Chat. I will take the heat. I was late today by 1 minute. I got wrapped up in one of these cool videos Abby sent me, promo. Just it was good, but it's Nationals week, so I'm going to take a mulligan to start.
That's fair. You get that.
We have a busy show tonight. We're going to welcome Dylan Westbrook and Jacob Dykstra, two recently crowned sprint car champs, as we lead into Nationals week at Ushweekend. We'll talk a lot about that tonight, I'm sure. Trayton Lapsford is going to join us to talk about his new deal at going into Bristol, which is Thursday. And then we're going to have Jonathan Aarts on to talk about his NASCAR venture coming up in Delaware on Saturday. So 4 guests, that means the show is usually fast-paced and we keep it hopping. Adam, anything you want to get in before we just take off and run?
Oh, that's the only thing I don't like about 4 guests is we don't get to fight about anything. We'll come up with something. I'm not poking the bear this week. I know this is not the week.
I've been trying to take your advice, not rush, not dread these weeks away. And you gave me shit yesterday when I said, "Oh, just let it be over." And you're like, "Stop doing that." And I'm trying to.
And I'll tell you what.
I have ways to combat those feelings, though, and that's preparation. So I've been on the chip, pumping the stuff out. I feel really good about the week, and I'm ready to go.
You are a phenom, but when I think Clinton Geoffrey, I don't think preparation. You deliver, but the last 2-3 days, like that's when you step up. Like, okay, let's get shit done. I'm not gonna pump any more air into you. You don't need it. But if you want to know what a big deal this week is, pay close attention tomorrow night and Thursday night. I think those are the divisions you're really going to see where people think it's so cool that they'll be able to call themselves a Northern Microsprint Nationals champion, a Northern Box Stock Microsprint champion, right? Look at mini stocks, Thunder stocks. It's such a big deal for all of these classes to be a part of such an iconic event.
It makes me wonder, are we watering it down a little bit? Having all these national events, but these are all our regular classes that we race on. So I think it's kind of fitting. I think it's cool to have the format as much as we can between, all of our Friday night divisions. Obviously, karting and micros are a little bit different, but we're expecting a big crowd tomorrow to kick the week off, which is fantastic. I think it is very awesome, Adam. And if I have to say, from the management standpoint, those are the 2 nights I was kind of worried. Not micro sprints, because they're always good nights. But if I had to worry on paper financially from the business side, I was worried about Thursdays. But I look at the pre-entry list, which still is light in all 4 classes because people just are lazy. There's no incentive to go through the process. We used to give away free pit passes, but we'll talk about that in a bit. We are going to have, Dylan and Jacob on. Dylan's ready with us now. So we'll talk about Nationals and the lists and all that, getting to it. But let's not waste anybody's time. Let's get Dylan Westbrook on. I know he's got a busy week. But the problem about Dylan, Adam, and I don't know if you're aware of this, and I don't know if we were joking or not. The last conversation I had with Dylan Westbrook, and he was straight up, not bullshitting me, is he doesn't know whether he's going to race on Saturday or whether he has to go to a wedding. So, Dylan, are we shining the shoes or are we washing the tires? Where are we at for Saturday right now? And tell us what the story is.
We're kind of, I think we're going to be able to do both. That's kind of what we got figured out. Some way to probably going to show up real late Saturday, just get in for heating the motor, go race, and as soon as checkered flies, get out and head back to the wedding. Kind of be able to race and both be able to make everyone at the wedding happy too.
Well, now I've got to ask, Dylan, before you answered that question, you looked up and to your left. Is there someone there you got to answer to? Like, is the boss on the other side of your camera?
No, we're actually at the race. We're at the race shop now, getting everything ready, just making sure everything's all good. And just so we're going to probably hot lap on Thursday, just make sure everything is all good. Just we've changed a couple little things and going to skip Friday and then just be there just for Saturday.
Dylan, okay, before we get into the real racing, let's talk about this now. How did you pull this over with the bride and groom? They must be race fans or understand what you do. I think there was a mess up with the date. Like, can we get a bit more inside information how you pulled this off? Because I'm sure the groom's like, yeah, buddy, we'll drink beer after, but sometimes the brides don't like that. How'd you pull that off?
Yeah, I think he asked me first, like early in the year, what the date was going to be. Sent it to him. We had it all figured out just to make sure that it wasn't on the same date. And somehow, I'm not sure it's my fault, his fault. Somehow we got mixed up with the dates. So it was a lot of going back and forth. At first, I was going to miss nationals, and then we're getting closer and closer. And then I'm like, well, like it's been a good year. The track's kind of been a bit in my favor more than it has others, it seems like. So, and it's only once a year, and I've never won a national. So, I mean, I can't miss it. It's going to be hard. So, went back and forth with them, kind of figuring out the times and everything. And luckily, it's just in Simcoe, so we can go to the wedding all day or Saturday morning, be there, and then pretty much miss dinner and that, run back to the track, race, and then as soon as it's over, head back and go back to the wedding and party it up with them.
Oh man, that's awesome. Dylan, it's widely known back in the day, the Americans would come up and take the big prize money. Our locals just couldn't compete. And then things started to turn around where ESS comes up or Great Lakes Super Sprints, whoever it happens to be, and our drivers are the ones setting the pace. But my question is, why are you more on the American side of that equation? Because you have been a dominant force, but on Nationals night, you've never been able to get it done. Why is that?
It seemed for quite a few years in a row, it seemed like we just had stupid stuff happen, like either like a cam spud will strip or something like that. Just weird little stuff will happen, which kind of messes up, or just like, well, the one year the transponder messed up, the cam spud, just always had just stupid stuff happen. So, I mean, we do this every year. We go through everything to try to make sure nothing like that happens, but it seems like there's always something. So, hopefully this is our year finally. Hopefully have no mechanical issues or anything like that, and just have a little bit of luck go our way at nationals. But that's kind of the plan.
Dylan, as we get into this, the track has been changing quite a bit. I tend to think it's going to slick off with all the, as I call it, pressure it's going to take this week. Do you guys have any anticipation on what we're going to see track-wise, surface-wise come Saturday?
Yeah, I'm just with how the track has been, I think it's going to slick off a bit more than like your average Friday. But I mean, they got all the equipment there that you can pretty much, seems like you can make it anything you want, just depending if the weather works with you a little bit. So I think it will be a little bit slicker, but not as slick as we've seen in past years. But kind of, it all depends on weather too. If it gets chance of rain or something's coming, then they'll have to pack it in just so we can still get the race in. Or if it's windy or sun's out all day, all that plays a big part. So yeah, I'm kind of hoping it has a bit more grip just because that seems to suit me a bit better. But I mean, we're all on the same track, so if it slicks off a bunch, then we'll have to try some different stuff. I mean, we have been getting a little bit better on the slick when it's dead slick like that. So we'll kind of see what the track brings us and go from there.
Dylan, what are your thoughts on the micro sprints getting a Northern Nationals trophy tomorrow night?
I think it's really cool. Get all the kids and everything out there, get them out on the go-karts, and hopefully, like, seems like there's always a bunch of people camping. So, I mean, they're all going to be there, going to be looking for something to do. So go show them all the go-kart show, because, I mean, they put on just as good a show as we do every Friday night down there. Whenever I get time, like me, Dad, and all of them, we'll still go down and watch. I guess we were even talking about maybe going down and watching them just to go check it out. I know a bunch of buddies are starting to have kids and stuff, so they're looking to get them into it too. So go show them what it's all about, and hopefully they'll be into it in a couple of years.
How big a deal was microsprint racing for your development?
I think it was huge. Like, that's really all I ever did. Like, I've never raced on asphalt or anything like that. It's always been open wheel dirt bikes, and then the micro sprints like that, which then went to the 600s, pretty much like a midget, and then went to the crates after that. So it's just really, it helps out a lot for sure to just get yourself used to that.
What's the key to your success going to be on Saturday? Obviously, you take the flukiness of the parts failures and the bullshit out of it. But what's the key to your success, Dylan? Does it start right from the early part of the night? Or, in your mind, what do you have to do right on Saturday?
Just kind of, you got to put the whole night together. Like, there's a lot of good competition that comes up. Everyone's fast. Like, anyone can win the race. So you just got to be good all night long with between qualifying, make sure you get a good lap, good heat race. You just got to be good and consistent all night. You can't just mess up or hold back a little bit in the heat and then I could just say drive a bit harder in the feature. Like, you got to be on kill all night, every lap. There's no holding back.
Speaking of being on kill, Dylan, those were some wild slide jobs last Friday night. Is that stressful, or is that why you do it? Is it just super fun?
It's fun. I mean, you gotta try to gauge it to not wreck anyone or anything like that, but you want as close as you can without hitting. That's kind of the whole point of it. But yeah, like everyone at Oshwegan, like we can race everyone real close. Everyone does a little give and take, so it works out good. You can actually, it's not like other times when you travel around to different tracks and you don't really know who you're racing against, if they're just gonna not lift and just try to drive through you. But everyone's pretty good. If you get slid, they're gonna lift and cut under them. You're not just gonna get driven into the back of or over or something like that.
I stand on the inside of turn 3, and I cannot believe the moves you guys are making. And I've been around this 25 years at Oshwegan alone, more than that. And the sliders you guys are throwing start mid backstretch and clear each other. I don't get it. Dylan, do you ever watch the races back and think we are crazy out there?
Yeah, like on the G4, like it doesn't really give it that much justice, but like after, like I do it if I'm in an early heat and then I run up there and try to watch like second, third heat and stand right by the fence and watch from the cars fly by, and I'm just like, wow, am I really doing that? Like, are we moving that quick? Like, it doesn't seem like, I don't know, when you're in the car, you're just gonna get used to it, but when you step out and actually watch, it's like, yeah, we're moving. This is crazy.
Yeah. Step on the infield. It's twice as fast from the inside, which I'm sure you've seen at Eldora or places like that. The sensation of speed. What track have you raced on, Dylan, that gave you the greatest sensation of speed, where you know as soon as you pulled off the track, I was really motoring out there?
It's like Eldora, Knoxville, and stuff. Like, it's kind of like, you know, you're going fast, but I don't know, just because the track's so big, it's kind of like just the straightaways are real long and stuff like that, so you're not turning as much and everything. It's almost like, I forget what track it was now off the top of my head, but it was like almost a smaller track, but you're wide open. There's a big curb and everything, and you just felt like you were hauling ass the whole time. Like, you weren't going quite as fast as, say, like I said, Eldora, Knoxville or something, but it just felt like you were moving.
So, Dylan, are you going to show up in a tux to the speedway, or are you already going to strip that off and get in the fire suit? Like, it'd be awesome if you rolled in the pits and had to get changed right there.
Yeah, I'm not sure yet. If that's the thing, I might just leave my gear in the trailer and have it there just so I don't forget anything. If I bring my suit and everything with me, I might forget or drop a glove or something. So I'll probably just roll it in the suit, get changed in the race suit, and then right after get changed back. And
Clint, do you have a budget that we could send a limo?
To get them?
To send a limo to get them and to send them off after.
There's no way a limo's going to drive any faster than Dylan Westbrook is trying to run back to take $20,000 on Saturday night. But think about that story, Dylan. You strut in there all dressed up, rocking through the pits, and everybody's catcalling, and then you go out, whip some ass, take the big trophy and the big check, put your suit on, and go back to the party. I mean, man, there's some guys in the NHRA. Matt Hagan's one of them, and he's almost got the NFL quarterback deal where every NHRA shows up with the full suit and the Cam Newton look. Might suit you, Dylan.
Let's start a trend.
That's what the bride said. That's the only thing. If I'm leaving to go race, I just have to win before I come back. So it's just putting a little pressure on, but we'll see what happens.
Damn, I love it. Well, listen, Dylan, it's been fun to watch you all season long, and I can't wait to watch what goes down this weekend.
Yeah, pretty excited. Happy to get to do both. Real happy they were understanding about it. So, yeah, should be good. Just hopefully have a little bit of luck on our way, have the track go how we need it, and yeah, hopefully just I don't mess up or anything either, and just have a good night of racing.
Congrats on your championship. Yeah, just congrats on your championship, Dylan. You put up some good numbers this year. Took the all-time winningest title away. So you won more titles more features than anybody else Weekend Speedway. Congrats on that. Good luck this weekend. Hopefully you can go and get that race that you want to go. I was on Joe Chisholm's show this week, and your name came up, and I said, I know he doesn't want this to be his Dale Earnhardt Daytona 500 situation where he's won every other thing at that track. We just can't get this. So, and the other thing I said, Dylan, just for good luck for you, hopefully, is I said your streak is bound to end, and that's your winless streak in the Nationals. So let's see how it goes, bud. Congratulations. Thanks for being a good ambassador, and thanks for being a great champion.
Yeah, thank you. Thanks for having me on, and hopefully I can finally put my national streak to an end, or finally win one, and see what we can do.
There you go, man.
Thank you.
Jacob Dykstra will be next up. Adam, I just want to talk about, we have a pre-entry list on the website, and it's still showing a bit shy, but I'm just going to pull it up here while I look for it. And some of the names that are not yet I want to talk about as I try not to choke. Pre-entries. So right now we're showing 31 entries in the 360 sprint cars on them, but that's before you look at who's not on this one. Matt Farnham, Dylan Swirnick, Sean Donath, Ryan Conium, Skylar Evans. Those were just Gressman, Horseman. There's another GLSS car, I'm sure. So there's 9 or 10 right off the top of my head in the 360s that haven't just gone through the process. And that's only adding 2 ESS cars. So I think there's no way we're not going to get 45, 50 cars there in the 360s. Any comments on that before we talk about the other classes?
My only comment is it's going to be fantastic racing. We have 20 fantastic sprint cars at our place every Friday. So bring in the Poirier, bring in a few of the hot dogs. No, it's going to be awesome.
When I look at the crates right now, we're showing 36 entries. I don't see how we're not easily over 40 or 45. Newly purchased Rodney Rutherford's not on the list yet. Steve Murdoch's not on the list yet. There's 3 or 4 of them that are still top of my list that haven't signed in yet. And then mini stocks and thunder stocks. Like I said, there's no carrot. There's no advantage. There's no bonus for going to My Race Pass and logging in. It just helps us promote that you're going to be there, helps us sell the race. But I think we're looking at some great car counts for the I think we're at 100 sprint cars either way. Well, yeah, Barney, Paulie, all those guys haven't signed in yet. So
think about this. 70 mini stock drivers earned points at Oswego Speedway this year. 70. Now, 12 of them were driving Wade Thorne's car, but still, right? There's probably 5 drivers that were driving the same car, but still, you're north of 60 cars. That's pretty wild.
Yeah.
And that's just the ones that have already...
We've got like 25 signed in right now. But those are just our hometown guys mainly. And, you're right, 70 cars just from Osh Weekend. It does include, if you bring in all the Merrittville cars, the Brighton cars, the Buxton cars. So who knows what could show up on Thursday. It's $2,000 to win for them, which is great money for the mini stocks. I mean, that's a regular sprint car purse. And $5,000 for the Thunder stocks on Thursday. Like I said, and then $10 to get in. If you're a fan and want to come out for a cheap night and want to see some awesome racing, some serious racing, because this isn't handicapped, this is full-on speed. That's the beauty of this situation here is the Nationals, they're all the same format, right? So time trials, heats, pole dash. So the fast cars are going to have a chance to make their own magic, and that's the beauty of Nationals. We kind of do like we call racing entertainment, where we put the fast guys to the back weekly, but this is full-on pure action, so it's going to be badass. What race are you looking forward to the most, Adam?
Yeesh. I don't want to pick one. I think the mini stocks are going to be wild. They keep the races they've been putting on this year. And I don't want to seem weird for saying that because I'll enjoy all of them. I'm going to love watching the crates because I'm sort of got a vested interest in that class more than ever. But this is the first time I've been going into a big event where the Thunderstocks aren't my favorite class. I think the Thunders are still great, but it's all going to be awesome. And I think the driver that we're having on next is part of the reason. We have such cool storylines in the crate sprint division right now, and I love stories.
Yeah, just back to the Thunderstocks, obviously Bailey and Beagle are the favorites, but that's a big story too. Can somebody knock them off for the biggest race of the year when no one's been able to get on that pad? I think this is the week somebody maybe does it. 35-lap race, 15 more laps than usual. Do we have another comer than we would in the past? So excited. Let's bring on the crate champion, Jacob Dykstra. Jacob started off the year with a win, continued to win 6 races throughout the year. Had a couple tough weeks at the end there, got caught up in some other bullshit, and then got caught up in, I don't want to say it, but went through the ringer in Tech on Friday as a champion. And, motor got totally tore down, passed everything. So congrats, Jacob, on that. As I said to Adam, I don't know if he's going to want to come on. I'm probably the guy he hates the most this week. We know we've added some work to your load, but we're hopeful that it validates what you guys were able to accomplish and show everybody you've done it legally. So we appreciate that, Jacob. Welcome to the program and congrats on being the champion.
Yeah, thank you very much for having me. I appreciate it. I may have at the moment not appreciated it, but it just shows that you guys are doing your due diligence to make everybody legal. And that's what we race for. We want to be competitive with everybody and not have somebody have the advantage that nobody else can have.
Jacob, I'm not going to put words in your mouth. You won opening night, and you had a very confident interview. And it was fun, and I like that about you because you like the things that come out of your mouth are fun. But is it fair to say you were racing with a chip on your shoulder this year?
First year back, I definitely came out swinging. I was a little obviously mad about the calls that were made during that feature, and that kind of what put that interview into light. But it's all fun and games at the end of the night. We're all going out there and racing to have fun, and tempers flare sometimes, but yeah, nothing's wrong with a good rivalry, and I want to win more than anybody, and I have the drive, and my guys have also the exact same drive as me to go out and try and win every single night, and that's what we try to do.
Jacob, as you get ready for Nationals week, what would it mean for you to take home the Nationals trophy this week? You've won pretty much everything else there has to win in the crates division.
Yeah, it would mean a lot for us and our team. We've not won a Nationals. We run the Summer Nationals this year, and that was good. And our momentum coming into this weekend hasn't been that strong, dealing with some cars that weren't handling to what we thought were going to happen, and motors that weren't up to what we like. And especially with the crate motor coming apart, we found some things that were wrong with it when it was apart, and just motors being worn out. And that's just how racing goes. So now that we got her all put back together, and hopefully she's a bullet, and we'll go out swinging. And it would mean a lot. It's a lot of money on the line. We don't really race for that kind of money around here, and it'd be nice. Our team is not the biggest team, and we continue racing on what we make on our earnings. So it would mean a lot, that's for sure.
Jacob, can we talk about your car accident?
Yeah.
A lot of fans don't know. Was it 3 weeks ago? Because you showed up looking like you had lost a prize fight. You looked like Rocky Balboa at the end of the fight, stitches all up over your eyebrow. You needed help in and out of the car. You needed someone to walk you to the pay window at the end of the night. So talk about how serious this accident was and how hard it was to pull a helmet over your head and go racing.
It was a pretty bad accident. I'm extremely lucky on how I reacted myself. It was at 4:00 in the morning going to work, and a truck ran us off the road, and I ended up hitting a sign that came through the windshield, and that's what cut my face open. And then we ended up hitting a telephone pole. It's a shame what happened. I had 20 stitches over my entire face. I had 12 over my left eye and a bunch more on my forehead. So I was pretty swollen up, and yeah, it was extremely painful to get the helmet on. And your body after that type of incident, it doesn't just bounce back like a normal accident. Like in a sprint car, you're buckled in, you're good to go, you got a helmet on. But in a car, you just have a seatbelt, and that's it. That's all that's holding you in.
And we can still see the effects. Like you can still see.
Yeah.
Just looking at you on camera, your eyes don't quite match.
You can see all here and above my eye. So still swollen, still healing, still feeling better each day. And yeah, it was extremely painful to be in that race car. I was extremely sore from the accident, and I was okay leading up to getting into the car, and just getting in the car and especially the cushion being that big that night definitely did not help. And those are the kind of racetracks I strive on, and that's the kind of racetrack sprint cars race the best on. And I was pushing it really hard, and yeah, I just over pushed my body is all that was. And struggling with not seeing out of that eye was extremely difficult. But we were still able to come up fourth, I believe, that night. And yeah, they had to help me in and out. I was still no concussion, no anything. I got cleared by doctors before I came. I made sure of that just in case if anything were to come up at the racetrack. So I put in my due diligence to get cleared. And yeah, we just went out, had fun racing, tried to get a helmet on, needed some assistance. But that, yeah, it was good.
Jacob, we heard you had a backup car last week after the incident that happened 2 weeks ago. Do you have your primary car back together, and which steed are you bringing to the track this week?
No, we still are on the backup car. I talked on Joe's podcast yesterday. We were thinking about building a new car. We picked up a new chassis on Wednesday, and we're going to go there Thursday to practice, and we'll see how it reacts at a big racetrack. And if it's kind of the same how it was, we found some issues, so hopefully that resolves it. And if it doesn't, we're going to be coming back home and building another car Thursday night. We'll probably start tomorrow building it. But yeah, if it doesn't react the way I want it and I'm not comfortable nor happy, we'll come back and finish it up and bring a brand new car over Friday.
What do you look forward to, Jacob? What's down the road for you? Because you've had the opportunity to drive some pretty cool cars on some pretty cool tracks. Are you settled into the crate division for a little while?
Yeah, we kind of we wanted to go have some fun and race some 410 stuff and some midget stuff down in the States, and we just burned ourselves out. It was extremely expensive, and for just me and my dad being the only guys back in this and a couple small sponsors that we do have, it's hard. And so we're settling in right now, and if the opportunity arises that we can go do some racing in the States or move up to 360, that would be awesome. That's what I love driving is 360s and 410s, and hopefully we can get there eventually. But as of right now, we'll be back in the crate division next year and doing some 360 stuff, and maybe pulling in some midget and USAC racing. I've been running some wingless stuff for Dick Mahoney, so hopefully that extends past what it is, and we can get some more races out of that.
Right on, Jacob. Did you get your motor back? Did you pick it up yet?
Yeah, we picked it up today. It's already in the car, ready to go.
So I just want to explain that situation a bit. So the track, we had to pay to get your motor put back together out of our tech fund. So that cost us a fair bit of money. Glad to see you got it back. Obviously cost you guys some time and inconvenience, but as we said, that's why I think this is the fastest growing division on dirt in Canada right now. It's got the most growth because we try and keep it fair. So I appreciate you guys understanding this isn't the first time you've been tore down, and not because of performance like we did that group tear down a couple years back as well. So just good that we can keep the transparency for the division up, and glad you got it back. So that's all I got for you, man. Good luck this weekend. Adam, anything else for Jacob?
No, keep letting the words come out of your mouth, man. It's edgy, but it's a lot of fun. You're a great race car driver. We all know that, but it is fun to see some of the pure emotion and the real feelings. There's real feelings involved in this deal, right? Like, yeah. Talk about that a little bit. The emotions are absolutely real. That's what leads to the words that come out in your interviews.
Yeah, I would say I'm one of the drivers. I remember every single lap, any single mistake, any mistake that I didn't like, or a move that somebody else put on me that I wasn't happy with. And a lot of drivers they kind of forget about it halfway through the race, or it doesn't bother them. And for me, it sticks with me just because I know I could have done something different and had a different outcome, and that bothers a driver like me because I strive to be the best that I can. And yeah, when you get out of the car, even you win, you finish second or third, being on the front pad is like all your emotions are there. And some guys are a little bit better at covering it up than others. And yeah, I just, whatever comes to my mind first, it's I try to be as respectful as I can. And also it's always fun to throw a couple jabs in here and there. And it's all for fun. It's I don't mean to hurt anybody's feelings, even though it probably does in that moment. But we're gonna come back next week and waste with them. So you don't want somebody all pissed off at you going into the next car not knowing what someone else is gonna do to you. And I would never race somebody in a way that I wouldn't want to be raced. So it is what it is, and you're on a dirt track, and everybody's racing on the same racetrack, and you got to deal with it, and then just go out and have fun and deal with your emotions by yourself until you're cooled down a little bit, and then you could talk after.
Yeah, keep it up, man. We'll see you this week. Good luck to you.
Thank you. It was nice being on the show.
Thanks, Jacob.
Thanks, Jacob. 2025 crate champion Jacob Dykstra will try and go for the Northern Sprint Crate Nationals on Friday. You know, I just want to mention we tore his motor apart, right? And he got to put it back together. But the last time we did that was Mike Bowman, and that motor won the last 2 Crate Nationals after being rebuilt and tore down. So
that race team is the only team to have won a Crate Sprint Nationals. Bowman twice and Bigelow once.
So a brand new winner coming up this year. That's exciting as well. For our pavement fans, don't forget, we haven't forgot about you. Trey Lapswich going to join us here in a little bit, and Jonathan Aarts to talk about the NASCAR race at Delaware. Just a couple more things about Osh weekend that came up. Can Jacob get a 360 if he could and run both classes? The answer to that is you're not allowed to run more than one sprint car class on one night. So we have multiple teams now and drivers who have a couple of opportunities to race both. They will have to give up. For example, one was Mike Krechka, one was Eric Gledhill. I believe there was one more that inquired about it. They have to give up their Friday night twins to compete on Friday night. They can hot lap the car in hot laps, both cars, but they can only compete in one. So, for example, Eric Gledhill has his 360 back, I believe. So he does have enough criteria to still race his dad's crate because he raced all those crate races. So he will race the crate, but he cannot compete in the twins or the heats with the 360. So I believe himself, Mike Krechka, I'm not sure who else is in that boat for this weekend, but you'll only see them. So you may see them in hot laps, but you won't see them take a qualifying lap or anything like that. Those twins on Friday are badass, Adam. 30 cars make it through. There's no B-mains. It is shark eat shark out there. And those are some of the wildest races of the year. So if you're checking that out, we'll have 6 heat races. I like to say the sprint cars kick you in the chest. You ever been to Wash Weekend? We throw that green flag. It boots you right in the sternum. It's so awesome. So we're excited about that. Before we turn the page on Nationals, what do we got to get out there? Micro sprints and go-karts tomorrow, live at 7 o'clock. We're expecting a whole bunch of outsiders to come in from Route 1, Brighton, Merrittville. We've opened up or clarified our flat cart rules a little bit to entice them to come in. Of course, that is $10. If you have the waiver, you can go in if you're an adult and head back to the pit area. On Thursday, it's $10 fan-friendly pricing at the front gate, $35 in the pits for the mini stock and thunder stock nationals, along with both sprint classes practicing. And then you get into Friday nights, Northern Crate Nationals, and Saturday nights, Northern Sprint Car Nationals, which are badass races. It's going to be awesome. Make sure you check it out. All events live on GeForce. We are bookended by 2 7 o'clock broadcasts, which will be Wednesday and Saturday. Thursday, Friday will be at 7:30.
And it looks, as much as we don't talk about it much, Clinton, maybe I shouldn't. We were thinking about putting a press release out on it. I thought, no, that's tempting fate a little too much. But it looks like the weather is supposed to stay just like it is. Cool and clear, and it's going to make for fast racing. Those engines love the cool air.
Campers have already started to fill up. So the fields, it's great. It's Nationals week. We're doing good. I found out that Tina's going to party with us this weekend. So she said, I guess we're having a party. I'm like, hey, if you're coming out, guess we better book a campground party. So you can bet all the Ush Weekend staff and sprint car folks and all of our people, of course. All our divisions.
Johnny Longboat is already in his glory.
He moved in on Sunday, so Johnny's been there. If you see him, give him a hot dog or something. He probably needs something. I'm just kidding. He probably went home, but he'll be living there as of tomorrow. So excited to be out there. What else we got to talk about? G-Force course for free all week, so make sure you check that out. McLean and Jack's final broadcast. They did a fantastic job this year. Super proud of what they've done. We're not going to call them the junior announcers anymore. They're the Thursday crew. So that's good.
Mac and Jack. They've got a Jack and Mac. Which one goes first?
McLean's got the seniority. He was there a year first. So it's the Mac
and Jack attack.
Let's do some picture drops while we wait for Trayton to join us. These are just some pictures we collected around. Oh, hold on.
Funny story, though. You chose. I saw the pictures that you uploaded. I saw all of those pictures online this week and like, yeah, that's mint. That's mint. That's mint.
We hang in the same circles. Oh, one thing you did want to talk about. The axle change by Jesse Costa's crew on Friday. That was World of Outlaws level shit. I love putting my foot in my mouth there. I said, there's no way they're getting that done. And you're like, the car's on the ground, man. And the way Abby covered that, we're going to talk more about that. I need him phone every 2-minute thing we got in that pit. He's the only one to get us a signal, get in there closer. I mean, I want you cutting their hair while they're changing that axle, Abby. But we're going to get some great shit this week. I can't believe that. But big kudos to the Ackland Racing team and everybody jumped in to help them done. They got that whole axle changed in 2 minutes and back out, it's just astounding. So super cool.
That sort of thing is so cool to see, right? I don't care who it is. Yeah. If you're a fan, if you're not a fan, doesn't matter. Like those, you've got to be a fan of a hard-working pit crew. That's
and all the fans cheering when he came back out. That was awesome. See the fans salute him when they came back out. Really cool. Yeah, Wesley Shaw saying camping not sold out. The orange lot is sold out, but the blue lot still got tons of camping. Come on down. And I don't think we've ever turned away a camper. So calm down. Bring your trailer. We're going to park you. You're going to enjoy it. Let's go some pictures. Picture drop. This is just fun stuff we collect along the way. If we see it, we save it to show it off to you guys and have a chat about it. What did we throw in the bin this week, Spencer? Oh, you're supposed to do the other one first, but that's okay. I didn't give you those instructions. This is Oswego, Adam. So right after the Classic, they go out and put the dirt on. In one day, they had it topped off. Obviously not prepped for racing. Show the other picture. Yeah, there. That's what it looked like. Now flip it back, Spence. So that's what it looked like to start the morning. That's what it looked like by the end of the day. Super Dirt Week, a few weeks. Thanksgiving weekend here for us Canadians.
It's a great venue.
Stay down there.
Yes, they've really done some smart promotional things with Super Dirt Week.
Yeah,
keeping it all at Oswego. I mean,
probably the best scenario. All right. There we go. Good job, Spence. What else did we throw in that bin today? Oh, yeah. So this was sent the helmet. Can you imagine this, Adam? Like, that's a leather face mask for Sprint Car Rocks. Like, that is crazy, man. And I think about what they used to wear when,
What is it across his eyes?
Yeah, I don't know. It's like goggles with extra tape for reinforcement. Maybe it's like a sun shield. I don't know, man. That's wild. I remember they used to wear the handkerchief. Remember that when we were kids? The modified drivers let the handkerchief roll down and keep the rocks from hitting them in the neck. Okay, what else, Spence? Oh, World 100 sold out, Adam. Now, we hear a lot of racetracks brag about bullshit numbers. That's one of my biggest pet peeves. Oh, Maryville had 11,000 people on Saturday. Bullshit. I know real numbers. It's not happening. But they sold out. A place like Eldora sold out, would not sell any more tickets or pit passes. That place was jammed on Saturday.
And you know they're going to put people like they know how many tickets they can sell.
Oh yeah, wild. So congrats, Dirt Late Models, strong and free in America. What a run for them, and what a great race. Did you get to see it? I actually was home and got to watch the racing. It was awesome.
Was it good?
It was a great finish. Yeah, it was good. So Ricky Thornton Jr. had him covered, but they were coming. It was a good race. A couple late cautions. It was interesting. What else, Spence? Oh, mini stocks indoors. I think this is Rochester, Adam.
I was just going to say that.
Full-size mini stocks. Would that have been where you worked when you worked for the Nighthawks?
I would imagine it's Blue Cross Arena or something similar to it.
Yeah, that's wild. Yeah, I thought that was pretty cool. Full-size mini stocks indoors. Anything else? Oh, there's a few more in there, I know. Oh, this is, obviously, it's a cool bus. Isn't that awesome? I know some of the dirt model
is the coolest thing ever.
Yeah, that's so wicked. And the tire rack above it, that's awesome. All right, flip the page. Oh,
all right.
This is
You've got to look at this picture for a few seconds. Sort of all our viewers, look at this, take this in. This is 10,000% AI, or is it? This is Reggie Ruggiero, famous modified racer, doing a promotional quarter midget race. But Clinton, tell me that doesn't look entirely fake.
Yeah, it looks like something out of a cartoon. Like if you drew a cartoon, right? That'd be like a cartoon animal. Yeah, that's cool. But yeah, it's a quarter midget. That's wild. All right, what else? Oh, imagine this, Adam. Full speed, and your wing collapses down in front of you. That cannot feel good at one of these big tracks that these 410 sprints are on. You got to get slowed down, woed up. That's wild.
The fireballs.
Dynamite Dave's balls are getting bigger every week. I'm trying to get him to use them earlier in the night this week, but he don't want them. We're going to see how it goes. But if you come to Ash Weekend, you will see some fireballs. I'm sure of it. And lots of fireworks this week for sure. Do you got the NASCAR one, Spencer? Oh, some official business. Did you see this, Adam?
Yeah, I did.
Alan Downey, bottom middle there. One of our Ash Weekend 360 racers. He was honored by the Royal Society of Canadian College New Scholars, Artists, and Scientists, and it's considered one of the country's top honors. I'm at a loss for words that we have somebody that smart in the backyard at Ash Weekend Speedway. Thank you, Alan, for representing us in that manner.
Professor Alan Downey.
Dr. Alan Downey.
Oh, is he? Okay. Also. Yeah, I got to congratulate him at the track. It was funny. He walked up to me to say congratulations on Connor's win. I said, yeah, congratulations to you.
I got to find out if he's a doctor. We got to incorporate that somehow into his nickname. Like I don't think I can call him Alan anymore if he's a doctor. Just what's up, doc? Right? It's got to be.
Yeah, let's figure it out. What's the proper way to address him? So let's talk about Trayton Lapsevich a little bit, because I would imagine, I haven't checked my messages.
Hang on. Are we done our pictures yet while you get into that? I don't think we are. We should. Okay. Now I look like an ass. We are done.
Trayton could
For the
be,
record, I have not sent Trayton a link in 10 visits. So he just has the link and shows up.
So he's running the truck race. Running for Young Motorsports, the NASCAR truck race Thursday night at Bristol Motor Speedway. So he may have some stuff on the go tonight. He did say he was going to stop in and talk to us, but I'm willing to give someone a pass on a week like this where you know there's a whole lot going on for the Lapsevich family.
What a week for race fans here in Ontario. You know, we've got everything going on this weekend. You got races like that happening on the international scene. You got Delaware NASCAR this week. There's so much stuff going on. Can we get up on the big screen Probably not. I'm thinking the big's going to be showing what we're doing at our weekend, but maybe after we're done, if it's still on, we could figure something out. Maybe highlights. I don't know how that would work, but no, probably not. Adam will give you updates from the tower.
Heck no.
What else do we have to get? Well, we've got Burger Barn videos of the week, which we could jump into that too while we wait for Jonathan or Trayton to jump in. So let's roll it. I don't know what we sent in this week. Oh, okay. So this is the proper way to put your helmet in a bag, Adam. I thought that was a great public service announcement. If you've ever tried to put a helmet in a bag, you need a third hand. That's what this is saying. So solving the third hand issue. Show that again, Spencer. So race drivers, I want to know how many of you guys are putting your helmet in the bag like this while it's still on your head. It's brilliant.
That is pretty smart.
We learn lessons all the time. I love it. All right, what else?
Iro off down the backstretch. Oh yeah, I was wondering. I was waiting for it last time. We're getting ready for a heat wave.
NASCAR's pyro.
They're pretty aggressive.
Down the back, they will have that fire stuff on the backstretch. Be ready.
T4.
Does this scare you? No. That's no fun. Man, that is hot.
Dude, it sounds pretty crazy, but I felt the heat from all the way over here.
I felt the heat over here from that.
Yeah, that shook the stands. Might have went a little early there, but that was definitely hot. I think they pulled the trigger too soon on the flames.
Yeah, I was thinking that myself.
At least they did it before you got there. Yeah.
How was your first pyro show as a Cup driver?
Phenomenal.
That was kind of cool, though.
Racers are race fans. Like they're part of the show, but they also love the show. So neat that we get to hear them talk to each other.
Roll it, Spence. Oh, this is the drone show at Eldora on Saturday. I can't imagine what this must have cost. It's got to be 25,000 American at least to set all that up. But what a show. That's awesome.
I don't love it. It's cool.
How about some half car racing? I'm not really into the redneckery after working at Humberstone all those years, but this looks like it'd be a fun.
No kidding.
I just see Glenn Hills and Carl Salt and all those guys out there doing this.
How do you not fall out the back of the damn thing?
They've obviously got a couple bars across the back, but still pretty wild. Front-wheel drive cars out there.
Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty
Spence,
cool.
What else? Looks like fun. We should have thought about that 10 years ago at Humberstone. Yeah, until someone rear-ends you. Good point. This is a parade lap at Williams Grove, Adam. All these historical race cars. I thought it was kind of neat to see this many vintage sprint cars, vintage modifieds. Look on the outside. You got open cockpit, whatever, Indy cars.
Yeah.
Just pretty wild, the history
awesome.
of Williams Grove. Kind of neat. Could you imagine racing one of those, like, skinny, tired, little buggy things? Like, oh, man, that is nuts. I'm scared to catch a wheel in a sprint car as it is. I cannot imagine racing around bicycle tires like that and trying not to catch a rut.
And not strapped in.
Yeah, it's like driving a skateboard down a rocky road. You know, one's going to just stop you eventually.
You're driving a catapult on wheels.
Yeah, a trebuchet. Fling. All right, do we have more, Spencer?
This is why sprint cars don't steer straight.
This is a good tech tip on
asked by people that
stagger.
Sprint cars for the first time is, why are your tires different sizes? Well, this process is called stagger. And if you don't know what stagger is, here's a great example right here with two wheels that are off the car. Right here's our left rear, right here's our right rear. As you can see, there is a big difference in circumference between the two. Now, why do we do this? Great question. The number one reason we do this is because it allows the car to naturally turn to the left as we're racing on pretty short track ovals. So we change this throughout the night, though, too, and it also becomes a tool as far as setup goes, and that's something that we change drastically from the start of the night to the end. For a really good example of this, we'll bring out our handy-dandy little cup here. Now, with the cup, as you can see, we'll pretend this is the left rear, this is the right rear, and this is a great visual of why it helps the car turn. As you move the cup, it naturally wants to go in a circle. That's because of, in this case, the left rear being that much smaller than the right rear is, which will help your car turn and make sure that you're heading forward towards the end of the night.
I thought it was a cool video for people who just new to sprint cars to understand why the tires are so wrong. Not wrong,
sure.
but different size. We do have 3 more Burger Barn videos a week, but let's not waste any more time. We'll jump into Jonathan Aarts to talk about his NASCAR race coming up at Delaware on Saturday, and then we'll get back to the videos. Big John, welcome to the show. How's it going, buddy?
Good. How are you guys?
Oh, man, we're great.
Good, bud.
So it looks to me like you're in Whitey's shop.
Yep, I fit.
How tough was that?
Oh, you don't want to see the giant bruise on my back. It's
Once
big.
you get in, you're fine.
Oh, is that from
That's
getting
just-
fit today, or is that from like a karate chop
no.
from the back?
I'm a stubborn guy, so this all came up last week. We were just getting together, chatting about not racing, other stuff, and kind of came together. And I said, well, the biggest problem is the seat, because I don't have an SFI seat or a NASCAR seat. And so he said, well, Stuart Friesen's got a seat. We'll see if you fit in that. So I came to the shop and pulled the insert out of it, and I fit in the seat well. And then the car was sitting here. It's the same car that Dyson ran last year, and Raphael Lessard ran last year, I think, a bunch. And so I was like, well, I think I could fit in that thing. And Whitey's like, I wouldn't try. And so I'm stubborn. I get in the thing, and I was halfway in, and I was committed. There was no getting out once I was halfway in. And the rib protector like scraped my whole back, and yeah, it wasn't pleasant. But the other seat's in there now. I fit in it. I fit in as good as a 6'8" guy can fit in a race car. So
Yeah, so
I was going to say, tell the viewers how we of a man you are. 6'8". You know, you're better suited for rugby or NFL or basketball. What the hell are you doing messing with race cars to begin with?
yeah, digging holes and racing race cars. It's really good on the back.
So talk about what
What's
you're
that?
doing, Jonathan. You're going to make your NASCAR debut. You've got plans to go racing next February. You're a successful businessman. What is driving you to do these bucket list things?
Man, it's what a sickness this game is, and everybody who races knows it. But I think most people know I'm really close friends with Terry Jones down south at Red Jones Racing and Mark Rett, and we've done some races together since the early 2013. He ran the memorial for my dad at Daytona, and we've been to dozens of races together, NASCAR races, and the Noah thing, and the Delaware, and then my wife said, "You've been wanting to be a race car driver your whole life. Just do it. I mean, you got your partner at the track, and just see if you fit." So I bought a car off Cole Powell and tested the heck out of it 2 years ago this fall, I guess 2 years ago, October. And the rest is history. It's a sickness, and I'm planning to race as long as I can. Truthfully. Like, I mean, I plan to do it as long as I can still enjoy it, and my body will let me do it. And I'm 39, so I'm a 38-year-old rookie, 39-year-old sophomore trying to figure it out.
It's all right, man. Lots of other people have got down. You definitely got some good people to help you out. Let's talk about this team that you're working with. Spencer, show the car John's going to drive on Saturday so the fans know who to cheer for. John, let's talk about some of your partners, GFL, Hard Rock Hotel out of London, and, of course, the race team.
Yeah. So Dave White's going to be my crew chief for the race. Pulling together a couple of colleagues from Delaware, the Morneau crew, Ray and Randy, Marshall Schrank and his father Eric. They're going to be helping on race day, and a couple guys from the shop. And we're going to go see how it works out. We'll see. It's a little different than running the late model. I've been watching a lot of footage and trying to understand how to drive these things, but we'll see how it all works out.
I think you're going to enjoy it a lot. I think there'll be things that are frustrating, but I really do think the way these cars drive, if you listen to the wise people that are talking to you, helping you know what to do, I think it's going to be a great experience. What sort of expectations do you take in?
Yeah, I was at Terry's place on the weekend with his son Casey, which is part of the Casey Cash Racing. My son is Cash and Casey is Terry's son, and I blame Terry for all this sickness that I've got in racing now. It's his fault. But we're on his simulator. He's got a pretty sweet setup and racing USA Speedway in a late model stock. No, it was like a super stock. I can't remember the class of it, but they roll. Ray told me like it rolls like a trophy truck compared to a late model. There's just so much heavy. They have the roll, and I've never driven a super stock. So, the body roll, and there's less brake, which my problem all from my career so far is not driving in far enough. I feel like, not into 3, especially at Delaware, not driving in far enough like the other guys are doing. And I'm starting to get that, but this is like the opposite. You back your entry up, and because if you drive in too far, it'll just spin. And I'm looking forward to it. A little more rhythm. I feel like it's going to be a little more rhythmic rather than you're trying to get everything out of a late model. You can drive it in so far and you're back on the gas so quick. Yeah, I've been watching some footage, got some in-car stuff. Thanks, Adam, for that help there. And
yeah, no problem.
Yeah, looking forward to seeing how they drive. I feel like it might be easier, not easier, but it might play into my inexperience as a driver with a car like this versus late model, which is challenging to say the least. Last Friday felt like I had everything set up on the car right, bunch of new tires, and I just couldn't figure it out. It's frustrating.
It's a humbling game.
I think my brother told my kids when they were karting, racing's 99% losing. You better get used to it because it's not an easy deal. Jonathan, let's talk about 2 races in one night. Does that affect your strategy at all? You're not in the points. Do you care about that? Is it just getting through both races, or, have you talked about that at all?
Yeah, I mean, Dave White and White Motorsports here have done a great job with this program last minute, and I know how aggressive, the NASCAR series race is. These guys are the best and there's no take, right? It's no give, it's all take. And they're racing for a championship. I don't want to wad up the car. I'm a pretty timid racer when it comes to that. Anyways, as far as racecraft is my goal, not finishing 5th versus 8th, really learning every race. With my team, Terry Simpson and Pete Vanderweis and all the guys that help me, it's about getting better every race. And I want to keep it clean and really learn in the first 125, and then maybe get a little more aggressive in the second race if things permit. But I just want to go log all the laps and race against some of the best in the industry.
There's only 2 things I want to give to you here, Jonathan, before you race this weekend. One, I do think you're going to get comfortable in these cars faster than you did in a late model. And 2, time trials are going to be the hardest thing you've ever done in a race car, and probably the most humbling thing. Because those cars, for the number of laps you get, the tires do not come in. So just don't feel bad. It is going to be the hardest thing to drive into the corner on sticker tires that are cold and slide around for a little while. But once you get into the race, it's going to be awesome.
I learned that I've done single car qualifying twice or 3 times. Yeah, twice. And it's like I was so close. I ended up qualifying, I think, 13th in the APC race, but I mean, I hit 1 and 2 so good, and you're going down the back stretch, don't mess up the corner, and then I overdrove the corner and lost 3/10, and it's just a learning curve that takes time, and everybody reminds me it's just experience. It's the only thing you can't buy. So, you know,
got that right.
Logging laps and learning is the big thing. And yeah, I gotta have a huge shout out to my sponsors. GFL Environmental has been with me since day one of even supporting Ray before I even started racing, and been a humble sponsor. Doesn't like a lot of accolade or exposure at times. And this year with my late model start of the year, thought it was a great idea to run a green car because everybody says green's bad luck. So I naturally want to run a green car. And with the Hard Rock Hotel, London, 100 Kellogg's, Powerhouse Brewery, dear friends of mine, and yeah, honored to have them on the car and provide some really good exposure for their brand, and hopefully leaving a good impression with everybody to try out Hard Rock London. It's a great venue. There's so much to do, from kids to speakeasy that's open till 3 a.m. There's a lot to do there. So I urge everybody to go out there and check out that hotel. It's pretty awesome for the city and our province, really. It's pretty spectacular.
Last thing I got for you, Jonathan, is let's quickly talk about why fans should gear up for the great Canadian weekend at Delaware in a couple weeks. It's a big event, 2 nights, lots of extras going on. Why should fans buy tickets to that event?
Well, it's just such a great venue too. I mean, I'm being a little biased, but you know, our team at APC that run the track, and NASCAR comes in and does a great job with the media and putting on a really good show for the fans. It's pretty cheap value for entertainment when you get to watch twin 125s and yeah, I mean, what else can you do on a Saturday night for, you know, $50 and come watch some of the best racing in town?
There you have it. All right, man, Jonathan, look forward to seeing you on the weekend. And thanks for taking the time. I know this is a busy week for you.
Yeah, I got to say, though, like, you guys got to get me hooked up with the right people to fit in one of those dirt cars, because I'm getting my son into micro sprints, and I've got to slide around sideways and learn. I don't know if I can fit, though, man. Like,
listen, what are you supposed to be doing Thursday night? We offered you. My kid's 6'4". Offered you some seat time Thursday night, and you big leagued us. No, I got big NASCAR plans. All right.
Trust me, I am not planning anything for NASCAR on Thursday. I just do not have time to do it. I got a young family and a lot of business obligations, and I would love nothing more than to go to Oswego and try that out. But I'll take you up on the test. I definitely need to test it first. I'm not going into a race without any testing. You think I can fit? 6'4" is different than 6'8". I mean, it is.
I think so, especially with the halo. Connor doesn't even come close to the roll cage. Plus, there's a halo above that. So yeah, okay. Dale Blaney is 6'8". In fact, isn't he 6'10", Clint?
No, I think he's the same size as John. Hey, we've got porta powers, man. We'll squish that body down 4 inches. We'll get you in the car. Adam will stand on your head. We'll make it work. Just get your ass to Oswego. You got a standing offer for Thursday for laps. It's not racing. You can just practice on Thursday if you want. You know, so think about
it. You know how this works, right? Like, when you give a driver an opportunity to get in something. I mean, I'm not scared to run it.
Do we have to call your wife and get her to encourage this plan also?
You might keep this on the down low.
I don't know. Maybe what time can we do it from like noon till 1?
That's not going to work, I'm afraid.
Not on dirt. We don't open until 7.
The big thing is that, you know, and last year with my Powell car, which is a ham key, it's actually here right now. The big thing is that the top of my helmet's got to be below the bottom of the bar, and that was the challenge with the late model, and it was a challenge with the Pinty's car too. It's just not worth. You know, you're so strapped in those things. If you get on your roof, like I've seen it with Dale Shaw. You know, if there's a little give in those belts, a couple inches, the next thing is your neck. So it's super important for sure.
Yep.
So I appreciate you guys in this show. It's awesome. I watch it every week.
Thanks, bud. One last thing, you know, my boss Glenn Stiers, he owns a sprint car factory, and they can build them to whatever you need. We can add an inch or two if you need it.
I'm trying to go to Daytona. You know, the budget.
Are you going to admit that you need an inch or two on the air? Because that'd be good outtake if you could just say, yeah, I could use an inch or two.
I'll tell you what. If I can get that GSR sponsorship, I'll come run whatever you guys want.
There you go, man. We'll talk. We'll have conversation.
Have you guys had Trayton on yet tonight?
He was supposed to join us. He didn't make it, so I'm guessing he had some commitments come up. But how exciting is that?
Yeah, I know the guys just went down. I think Terry left this morning to go down to Bristol because they're running Cletus in that race. And I just saw the announcement today with Trayton. That's pretty awesome for Young's Motorsports. A good friend of mine too, Tyler Young, is a great guy. His shop's right beside the Rhett Jones shop, and excited to see that kid wheel. He's the best. I mean, I just watched that Berlin race too. It's pretty awesome stuff to see what Kyle and Trayton are doing for Canadian drivers, and really setting the bar. Pretty awesome.
For sure. Have a good week, John. Good luck on Saturday night.
Absolutely. We'll see you there.
Adam will be there. I'll be at Oshwegan.
So,
and we'll see how that goes.
Earlier on tonight, got Jonathan to come on, and then he texts me, "What are you wanting to talk about?" And me being a sarcastic type, I wrote back, "Midget wrestling. Why did it ever go out of style?" And he sort of said, "Be careful. You don't know how candid I can be." But Jonathan enjoys our shtick, Clinton. He enjoys the shit that we put each other through. Saturday, Mike. Saturday, I'm committed to Delaware Speedway.
Yeah, it's a sore topic. You want to get us fighting, bring that up. Zach Heiser from the Great Lakes Super Sprints is going to fill in Adam's chair on Saturday, along with Greg and Tommy in the tower. I'll be down trackside. And Zach's done a great job on the Great Lakes Super Sprints broadcast this year. Going to bring some American knowledge and flair from that side. I'm ready to get the program going Saturday night. Adam won't be with us. He'll be with NASCAR. So many things I could say, but I'll behave.
I think that's been a big cause of the anxiety I've had this week. And it's 100% my fault. But I do have to say, promoters, please, next year, you messed with the schedules and caused conflicts that cost race cars. There are races going on when other races are going on where drivers could be at both if they were on different weekends the way they used to be.
Yeah.
I know it's not
how'd that work out? I know if you and I could make our schedules with the 3 tours that we hang around with, man, wouldn't things like be so much easier for us? But you're not wrong, and I don't know who's got to give here, but there's a lot of instances we see where, you know, you're right. If we could just work on not scheduling on each other, you could have more cars, because you have people out there like Glenn Stiers, for example, who will race everywhere he possibly can. But when you make him make a choice, 2 people are going to lose out and one's going to win. But if we have those races not all on the same day, and I'm not specifically talking about us against NASCAR. I mean, NASCAR against APC. You got guys like, Kennington, who would probably race a lot more APC races if there wasn't conflicting weekends. So, it's just, hey, we can dream, we can wish. Obviously, everybody's got their own businesses they got to run, and it's such a chessboard to put all those things together, though, because everything interlocks with everything else. Even me, my schedule's already started.
Not to call them out, but to compliment them. I think Delaware Speedway is doing one of the best jobs of promotion the last few years, along with Ohsweken Speedway. Both of them racing on the same nights, they're able to share that spotlight, so it's even more impressive that they're both growing audiences. But when it comes to big events, that's who I would want to avoid. I wouldn't want to be up against that because it's two kind of powerhouses at play.
It bums me out because everybody at Delaware is our friends, because I'd love to put a real pounding on from a promo side. We're better than them, but, it's kind of the soft sell this week. Hopefully you come out, support something, whatever goes down.
Go to a race.
We got 3 more videos of the week to get through, and then we'll be done for the night. Roll them, Spence.
He talks to Kamyab. He says, right, let's go. Kamyab then the car spears. That steering wheel turned. And that all happened from that. And I can't
just
put a
watch
finger
this.
on that.
They can't figure out why it happened. The guy just chops him.
But you can see.
So he pulls up beside him. He gives him a hand signal. I don't know if he's flipping him off. This guy just hooks him.
The steering wheel turns.
Yeah. Different angles and different contact as well. But scary incident, that's for sure. It was
man, he ragdolled.
Yeah, I was just watching. I'm like, man, he just dumped him. So that's crazy. All right, what else? Okay, so this is in a mall somewhere. You're like iRacing, but you're like FPV, like Abby flies his drone, but driving cars, which means first-person view. So they have a camera on the car that's racing around the track, but you're sitting in like an iRacing simulator watching first-person view. Play it again, Spencer. Wild stuff.
So they're little kids. Let them sit on the car and do that.
Okay, but we're not going to fit on the cars. You and I would spend hours in a mall doing this. Are you kidding me?
Oh, there'd be kids crying because you and I would have loony after loony just sticking them in the slot. Sorry, kids. Come back another day.
Just stacked up like a pool shark with the loonies on the table. All right. What else? Last one, I think.
Ready? Are you sure?
Oh, okay. Stop this. Stop. Okay. So this kid is the chillest kid ever. Okay, they're taking him for a ride, and watch when they show the second kid. I thought it was his scream. It's actually the roar of the motor. Play it. And this kid is so chill.
Are you ready? Are you sure? How old are you? 7. You're a big man. Let's rock and roll.
Was the other kid that scared?
No, he was pretty excited. Are you scared?
No.
That's gotta be like Westbrook as a 6-year-old. He's like, that's all you got, bro? That's it? But that second kid's face, just play it again, Spencer, while we talk over it. But the second kid's face is awesome.
Are you sure? How old are you?
And this kid, why? Was the other kid scared?
The driver's got some...
Was the other kid that scared?
No, he was pretty excited. Are you scared?
Oh,
side
that's
eye
awesome.
too. Kid's like, that's all you got, old man? Anything else, Spencer? That's it. Wow. I can't believe Ohsweken season's over this week already, Adam. It kind of flew by. Can you believe it's over already?
No, I can't. I can't. Can we keep that image for? Can that be the new Omaha? put that up on the screen and we'll know we're getting off track.
No. I want that for our technical difficulties page. Sorry, we're experiencing technical difficulties.
Oh, man.
Oh,
sounds good.
Awesome. All right. We'll be live.
Big week. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Live tomorrow night at 7 o'clock. Live Thursday, Friday at 7:30. Back live Saturday. We'll be just kicking off time trials and probably jump in the middle of that. But we do want to be ready for the start of it all. Thanks, everybody, for coming out. I've been proud of the Oshaweekan team. It's been fantastic to racing. This is bar none the best racing we have every year. So if you've liked what you've seen already, you're going to see higher level of competition than you've seen. Want to wish all of our competitors luck. Wish all the campers a safe weekend, and we're going to have a fantastic time. So make sure you get out to Oshaweekan if you're around. If not, check out some of the other racing still going on in the province. We only got a few weeks left. Bring a friend out. Let's hook a few more before we close it down.
Are you bringing your helmet tomorrow?
I'll have a helmet if we're going to have a race. But listen, you guys want to have a race, and you're just going to piss and moan that I got you by so much weight. How are you going to equal this up so when I whip your ass again, you're not whining about it next week?
No, I just
Do you want me to carry an extra 50 pounds? Bring an extra 50 pounds. I'll sit on it.
Is that how much heavier you think I am than you, small fry?
You wish. How much do you think I weigh?
You're not north of 200. You're less than 200 pounds.
Am I supposed to ask how much north you are of 200?
I said you're not north of 200. I'm not north of 300, but I'm close.
Okay, so bring 100-pound weights, and I'll sit on it in the car.
I just say you have to carry Jackson in your lap.
He's north of 220. That's not fair.
Yeah. No, I won't bitch about weight. What happened last time we raced karts? Did you spank me?
I only lapped you guys twice.
Did you? Yeah, that'll be embarrassing, but I'd still do it. I just got to ask Ron if he minds if I wreck you.
Just bring Decker. He can sit on my lap. We'll go for a ride. That'll even up the playing field. We'll be good.
It might be a good way to blow off steam, but yeah, you're right. I would like to have lots of other people and, man-sized people that I can actually play with.
Spencer, show the Omaha face and clip that audio. That would be the other kid. All right, we're getting out here.
Get out of here, but man, let's keep this joy all week long. This should be a joyful week. 5 plus 4, 9 Northern Nationals champions are going to be crowned this week. Every one of them is going to be deserving. Every one of them is going to think it's a really big deal because it is. So let's remember that. Yeah. We're helping dreams come true here, and we're going to have a lot of fun, and we're going to show them off in style.
Right on. Thanks to everybody for coming out and joining us. Thanks to all our broadcast crew for making this happen this year. Spencer, you know your magic. We know that. The Wizard. Thank you, everybody. It's been a late night. Let's go eat some chicken wings. We'll see you later tomorrow night, 7 o'clock.